Hi y'all, it's Stacy. This week in the camper build, I put in some tie downs, drilled in some access panels, did some electrical, and some other little things like painting. I didn't talk about any tax items this time around. I think maybe I'll do separate tax topics and separate builds. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I have a lot of build stuff I did this week, so I thought I'd just show that. Also, in the camper build this week, I got to use this. I always love it when I get to use something new. It was kind of a challenge. It's much beefier than I expected it to be. And it did take me a minute to figure out how to get this on because it's different than most of the other hole saws that I use. I hope you enjoyed this video.
But yesterday I installed this ratchet strap. It wasn't hard to do at all. I spent a little bit of time thinking about it before I did it because I didn't put the wood in the wall that needed to be there in order to put the bolt through because the bolt goes all the way through. So I had to kind of jank it up a little. I'm wearing the camera on my forehead like I look like Rambo. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to go up from the middle of here and 4.5 down from there and drill a hole. Can't help you, boo? Can't help you? This is not my cat. What I need here is this block. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's not great. And it's over a little further than that one. I knew it. That's all right. We're going to have to do like around there. I knew it wasn't over far enough. But you know what? It's still going to work. I mean, if it breaks off or pulls through, I'll repair it and we'll move on. Okay. Let's listen to Zach Peter because he's interesting. So I'm going to put these, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to put this around here in order to reach in and ratchet strap the back. I like these because they seal up really good and they're inexpensive, and I can foam the inside of this for a little bit of insulation. There are framing boards that go all the way down to here. Framing boards is probably goes over to here because I can see where I stapled in here. So we're going to assume it goes at least to here. There's a framing board that comes up at least to here. Okay, so because of that, I don't want to cut the frame, but we are going to use, oh my gosh, you guys, we are going to use this to cut ourselves a beautiful circle. Now, I mean, how hard can it be, really? What do we have? How are we going to get this off? Does it unscrew? We'll figure this out, my friends. We will figure this out. How hard can it be? I mean, there's no instructions, so it can't be hard. Now we figured it out. Took me a minute. Took me a minute. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not 100% sure what the problem is, but it's not wanting to cut through. Let's turn this up. Let's put it on a 1 and see. Okay, we're almost through at the top, at the bottom. I mean, on one side. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God! People, that was hard to do. I hurt myself. I'm sure I'm doing it all wrong. That was why, and I still have a whole nother side to do. So, yeah, that was fun. So, I got the hole drilled. This will go here. I can see and connect my ratchet strap. Plenty of room to reach in here. It's all good. And it will seal it perfectly. This part right here, I'm going to put bed liner in. Up from the bottom. 6. No, we already have that there. think I'm gonna do it. I think it might be a little high. Or hopefully it's not too high, because once it's in there, it's in there. Once I cut it, it's cut, my friends. Okay, I'm gonna cut this out because I want to push this forward a little. Uh, So this is gonna go in here. Dun, dun, dun. Probably gonna have to. I double checked to make sure that this wire was, or this plug would be good for an air conditioning unit. So I double checked and it should be good. Yes, I know there are studs through here and I wasn't going to drill through that. So yes, that's why it's drilled through there, but it's really not a big deal. It'll be screwed in kind of like that. It's actually kind of cute. This I probably stain or paint. I don't know for sure yet. Okay. All right. That's going to be fine. I know it's jank, but there'll be a big cushion here. And this is coming all the way out to here. So it'll be fine. Don't judge me for my jank. Okay, I need these. I need those. I need a battery and my heat gun. Yeah, I know you guys are gonna freak out. Shouldn't cut these in half. Well, here we are, peeps. Here we are. Gonna do this. And then I'm gonna plug shit in. And we're gonna pray. Gosh, I hope that's long enough. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. So we're just gonna do this here. Now they're all connected. White to white, black to black. Now let's shrink it, see what happens. A little nervous. Oh my god, I'm scared. All right, here we go. We are going to plug it in. Let's do a light first and see. Okay, so here's the light. We're going to turn this on. Will it work? If this doesn't work, I'm going to be so sad. Now, power's on, power's on. Oh my god. I'm dancing a happy jig. Okay, works. So we can be happy now. Okay, so that worked. I have to tell you, I was a little nervous about how that was going to come out. And yay! This is only glued in, but that's okay because there'll be hard foam over the top of that. That'll be no problem at all. You know, that pink foam will be in here with some spray foam to hold it in place and everything will be good to go. Let's throw away some of the crap in here. Let's get this out of here. This here, underneath this, is a little stool, but that is my toilet. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do because this stool isn't quite high enough to hide the toilet, but as like, do we really care? I'm going to put this, I think, on the back wall just because. Why not? I've got it and it's here and it's not wasted. But the other walls, these walls here, I'm going to paint. And part of the reason for that is that I'm going to be shoving things back there. And this kind of stuff, you could easily rip that. And once you put it on the wall, you can't get it off. I don't want that to be an issue. This is my DIY extractor. Works like a charm. Hook that to shop vac and no dust. Clean the floor after I sand. No point in cleaning it twice. By the way, this was just a temporary thing. It was testing what I wanted to do, what kind of painting I wanted to do to the outside of the camper. and whether or not it would hold up, what it would look like with the different colors. I got little samples. Whether, would the stencil that I have work? And frankly, y'all, I love that. Most people will not. It will stick out like a sore thumb. The pink, not so bad, but the reds will draw heat. I know that already. I think I've got some way to help mitigate that a little bit. I'm gonna go change into my painting clothes, clean up in here just a little bit. All right, here's what we got going on, my friends. There's the pink. I think the blue is in a smaller jar. Yeah, this should be enough. I don't know why I brought that. This is a screw. I was trying to avoid trim and stuff because maybe I'll just use paint and really lightweight things on the inside. I could use some wood putty and spread it on there, but then the sanding, oh my God, that's some good paint. Did you know the termites will not eat through paint? As a general rule, termites like wood, they don't like paint. So if you've got a paint layer on both sides of your wood, chances are they ain't gonna eat it. And that's the thing, if you live someplace where there's a lot of buggies like that, just paint both sides of the wood before you put it up. Just put some primer or something over it. Those little bastards won't eat through that. My camper were falling apart. They were stapled together. Abled people. And I was like, I could do better than that for way cheaper. And I like building things. I was a DIY girl before it was a thing. Remember, I'm somebody's grandma. And I'm retired now. So what's to stop you, really? I think people they look at you and they think, I would never do that. They think you're crazy for having a dream and then doing it. It's like, or maybe people just think I'm off because, what grandma wants to build stuff. Well, me. I have always been that way. I like the creative process. I was raised in a time where it never occurred to me that construction or like actually building stuff like a camper or remodeling a whole room by myself or doing all of that. It never occurred to me that was something I could do because I didn't know how. And this was before YouTube. And it's not like, I'm going out looking for an apprenticeship, right? I didn't think I would be strong enough or capable. I certainly couldn't compete with the men in terms of speed and strength, which I always felt like, I probably was required in like a professional construction, like actually learning construction, like on the job construction. I just felt like it wasn't a possibility for whatever reason. You could use your imagination. And so, because we didn't have things like YouTube, I didn't know how easy a lot of it really was. Like, I'm not carrying heavy stuff up a ladder. No, I'm not doing roofing. No. But I can learn how to use a tool. I can cut a straight line. And when they got the airstrike tools, oh my God, when I didn't have to use an air compressor anymore, that loud piece of crap, I just could not believe it. Like how amazing that was. How amazing is it that you can just attach this battery to something, pull a trigger, and oh my God, it fires. I mean, that is amazing. Don't you think that's amazing? In my lifetime, the technology has just gotten fantastic. We can all do DIY. We can, I see women out remodeling their whole kitchens by themselves, and I think, you go to pay thousands of dollars for that. I mean, of course, you need the desire. I mean, if you want to, there's a lot of people who don't want to do stuff like that, and that's fine. Like, no judgment here. Look at, I didn't even use half this jar. Yes, I had to put this in because I forgot to put the wood in there to hold on the ratchet strap. There should be wood in the wall. There's a ratchet strap right there. That's what the hole's for here, so that I can reach in and grab said ratchet strap and attach it to the inside of my truck. I don't need crazy tie downs in here because the bed of my truck will shut. That'll hold the camper in. The weight itself will hold the camper in, but I don't want it to bounce around a lot because, you know, that's hard on stuff. Hard on the truck, hard on the camper, obviously. That's how you knock things loose. You can only glue and screw so much, so we want to keep it as still as we can in the camper or in the truck bed. So, you know, we will. The back will be ratchet strapped down, and I have a different type of tie down system for the front. I'm going to see which one works the best. And then the beauty of my life is I can adapt, change things if I need to. Don't ask what happened over here. Don't judge me. I was having a day when I put that in. It didn't come off well. I should have. The perfectionism that I had when I initially started out this camper is kind of waning a little bit because I'm like, if I have to, what was I saying? Yeah, the perfectionism thing. So I was stopping redoing on the structural stuff, and this is a structural thing, honestly. I felt it was important to get it right, you know, make sure it was right. But there's a point where it's a camper. I'm not living in it. It's not for sale. I'm not selling this. You'd buy it anyway. It's a little 5-foot camper with faux bricks on the wall. Cute, but I mean, honestly, it's not like it's marketable. Got my janky wiring. I did wackadoodle. I did wackadoodle. So I have 4 full things, which should get me that. And then I literally am going to cut out bricks and put them on the back. This is kind of like a time waster, but I'm going to do it. So before I start putting these up, I'm going to cut out what I got. I'm doing this now because once we build the platform here, even though it's going to fold up, it'll be harder to do. Go. The hell stays. Okay, that should get it.
If you got all the way to the end of this video, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.